I should have just taken the pictures and listed. You can't sell anything if you don't have anything listed.
Oh, it's
Nothing
me.
can stop me. I'm all the way up.
It's me.
All the way up.
It's me.
I'm all.
Hey YouTube, my name is Jamila and this is my channel Noir Jam, where I review products for Black-owned businesses. I talk about my own personal business endeavors, and I do random videos on whatever I feel like doing this week. Today's Fresh Start Friday is 5 mistakes that I made when starting Poshmark. I feel like with any business, it's always a give and take. You're learning as you go along, or really big mistakes that I felt that I made in the beginning. My first one was starting during a pandemic. Now, I took so long, I did so much research, I was constantly doubting, like, maybe this wasn't the right time for me to do it. I would see things that I thought, this would be very good to buy, and I think other people would love to buy this item, and then I wouldn't buy it. I would go places and see like little knickknacks, and then look on Poshmark and see that resale value was high, and I still wouldn't buy it because I felt like I wasn't ready. And then by the time that I was ready,
Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real!
Coronavirus. That happened. I wish I didn't wait so long. If I had started when I thought about reselling, literally years ago, because I downloaded the Poshmark app, I want to say in 2017, 2018. And it took me until 2020 to actually do something about it, which, is so unnecessary. If I would have started this years ago, who knows where I would have been now. Second mistake that I felt that I made was buying things that I honestly didn't need. I have a very nice setup, don't get me wrong, and if you guys want to see my setup, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll do another video on, all the things that I have now. But in the beginning, especially since you're doing this to make a profit, you're doing this to make some extra side cash, or you're doing this as a whole business, or if you're doing this just to get rid of some stuff, then obviously you don't need this stuff. But half the stuff that I got, like, I honestly didn't need. Like this wallpaper right here. Yes, it does make my pictures very nice, but honestly, if I would have just used the blank wall, that's fine too. I know that a lot of my customers like my packaging, but USPS provides the packaging for free. They provide it for free. I could have had a lot more profits than I do now. So I do regret, especially in the beginning, buying so much items. I just thought that everything had to be perfect. Everything had to be perfect when that wasn't the case. Like using a blank wall is perfectly fine. It still makes your pictures come out nice, clean, and crisp. I just wanted to be extra because, I'm just a little bit
extra.
I'm weak. Anywho, I bought like a little stand thing, unnecessary, absolutely unnecessary. I have bins. I have my little red bins. You've probably seen them in a video or two, just at the side where I put all of the clothes, but honestly, they could have just stayed in the closet and that would have been fine too. I mean, for new resellers, if you have the extra, or if you want to do extra, go for it, but it's so unnecessary. You don't need to. You would probably still make the same amount of sales. Nobody knows what type of packaging that I have until they've already gotten the package. So I would have still made that sale regardless. My third mistake that I feel that I make was spending too much money on clothes. Like I said, I started my business right before the pandemic. I want to say like I started on March 15th and everything got shut down in North Carolina. When did that happen?
16th.
No.
It did.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay, so I started my business on March 15th and everything shut down like the 16th, 17th. That sucked. I had bought so much clothes from the bins, from Goodwill. When everything shut down, you know, I was still trying at the same time to list, because I figured if I listed during the pandemic, we didn't know how long that was gonna last for, and it ended up lasting for way too long. You know, by the time everything opened back up, I would still have a nice good amount of listings, and then I can go and source. That wasn't the case. Everything was closed for a while, and then by the time that I did ask family and friends for items for me to sell, they had already gotten rid of it. I had family members who, you know, love designer items. I have family members who are always shopping, and I feel dumb. Like, that should have been my first go-to instead of buying all of these items that I really didn't need. It's great. A lot of it sold, some of it didn't. You know, I'm still sitting on a lot of it. But if I would have, you know, gone to family and friends, been like, hey, you know, do you have any old clothes that you're not using anymore? Do you have any gently used clothes? You know, I wouldn't have spent so much in the beginning. I wouldn't have been so focused on the amount that I'm into my closet in the beginning, because of the fact that most of the stuff would have been free. So yeah, that's definitely a big thing. Of course, I love shopping. Who doesn't love shopping? So, you know, I had great fun sourcing and stuff, but this is a business, or at least, you know, it is to me. I'm doing this so that I can stay home with my family, and you know, all the things that I did in the beginning, it really cut into my profit. So, you know, I'm not doing this full time yet, but I'm hoping to do it soon. Number 4 was not being consistent with listing. I would notice that whenever I would list my items, if I did 10 items a day, within that week, I would at least sell 2 to 3 items. You know, there was just some times where I would take pictures, and like I have this a full system where I felt like, you know, well, if my other clothes weren't put away, I didn't feel like taking pictures of new ones, and then I would have to put those away. I should have just taken the pictures and listed. You can't sell anything if you don't have anything listed. Either way, so list your items. Take great pictures of them. Your listing or your description is accurate. I only take like 4 to 5 pictures of each item that I'm selling, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know why it felt like it was so much, but honestly, it's not. Like, it's a business and you should treat it as such. And like I said, I think that was one of my biggest mistakes, thinking, all right, you know, Miss Rona is doing her thing and I could just settle, and I shouldn't have. You know, I'm gonna get back on that. I'm gonna get back on that ASAP. Number 5, actually, I hope you guys have already liked the video. You know, if you haven't, I'll give you a couple of seconds to do so. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below for any other videos that you would want to see. Let me know. Now, number 5. I think this goes back into what I said in the beginning, because yeah, I think this is definitely the biggest thing. Taking forever to start. Like I said in the beginning, it took me about 1 to 2 years of sitting on this idea for me to actually do it. Who knows where I would have been now if I would have done it when I first thought about it. And even now, it's a trial and error but at least I've already started. I've already started making a profit. I've already started figuring out what works for me and what doesn't, because even when you're doing research, you still don't know. Even when you're doing research, you still don't know what works for you, because there can be items that sell for some people that don't sell for others. You don't know what your sourcing is going to look like in your neighborhood, how far you're going to have to go to get certain items. So unless you start, I mean, nothing's going to happen. Absolutely nothing. So that was definitely my biggest regret. Even if you're starting with items from the bins, if you don't have a bins near you, you start with items from friends and family. You don't have friends and family, you got clothes. Go to your closet and start. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If there's any other videos that you guys would like to see, please let me know down in the comments below. And I will hit you guys back next week or in a couple of days with the next video. Bye.